You guys want me to sing that song real quick? Party in the city with a heat is on. What is going on, crypto fam? Happy Monday and welcome back to Sin City Crypto. I'm one of your co-hosts here, David, and we are coming at you live from our studios here in Sin City, Nevada. Before we get started, quick disclaimer. Nothing we say on this channel should be taken as financial advice, so please do your own research. With that being said, allow me to introduce you to the man I'm going to be spending the next 5 days with, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome, Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, here at Sin City Crypto, we don't just do the live streams. We also do the deep dives. Just the live stream, though. Make sure you check out the deep dives. And then, if you haven't liked the video yet, what the hell's wrong with you? We got 5 likes. Okay, we're good. Fair. We only got 5 people in the chat though, so good job. But if you ain't subscribed yet, what the hell wrong with you? And if you ain't hit that notification bell, what in the hell is wrong with you? So we got some good news and some bad news. Which one y'all wanted? Which one y'all wanted out there?
Bad news. What's the bad news?
The bad news is we will not be streaming anymore this week after today.
Damn it.
This week only. We'll be back next week.
What's the good news?
Now. Don't be surprised if we have a surprise stream pop up.
This is why it is important you have the bell notifications on.
That's right.
Because you never know. If we run into Michael Saylor on the spot, we might just go live with Michael Saylor. And you do not want to miss that.
So, yeah, we won't be going live for the rest of the week at our normal time. We will be at the conference at this time. We'll be at the conference at this time every day for the rest of the week.
Yes.
Well, tomorrow we'll be in the air. We'll be flying tomorrow morning, so we can't stream tomorrow morning. But start of Wednesday. Wednesday starts it off. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all Bitcoin.
Wednesday is going to be juicy.
Yeah,
Wednesday is industry day.
So Wednesday is industry day. It's all industry professionals. So that's where we get an opportunity to talk to all the big wigs. So all the big players. Now we have if you haven't heard already, we have a mobile studio. We got all the camera gear, everything ready, packed up and ready to go.
You ready?
So we're gonna be down there interviewing people. So we don't know. I wouldn't imagine there's gonna be a lot of other people doing the same thing. At least not in the YouTube space. So I think people are gonna see our camera gear, lighting, and our producer and cameraman. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna be like, oh, what's going on over there? And anyways, yeah, we're gonna have microphones in their face. Like,
we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back with a lot of good news. A lot. I got a good feeling.
Yeah.
Let me give a shout out to the chat.
Yeah. Who we got in the chat today?
Russell first. Welcome, Russell. Thank you for being first. Air hug for you. Olga, Stereo 2 on the 1s and 2s and in the chat. And we also have, keep scrolling down, Nishan, Brokioshi no dinero, my dude. Welcome back. Hendy and Borhan, welcome back. Confirm you guys got your money. I know you got your money, but congratulations to you guys again. Crypto Bros, why you loud? We ain't loud, you loud. And then Mayad, and I think I pretty much got everyone. So happy Monday. You know, crypto markets, low down in the dumps today.
Yeah, man. I woke up today and I didn't do my normal routine of checking the markets. I was busy. We got a new mixer board because on Friday our audio went down. So your boy here is not only a cryptocurrency expert, he's also a on-the-fly audio engineer. So this morning I didn't have a chance to look at the markets, but I did come in and get the lowdown from my co-host here. So
there you go.
But let's take a look at the markets.
Also, real quick.
Oh, what's up?
Happy Ramadan. Someone said today's Ramadan. So happy Ramadan. I know we have a few people from the Middle East, I believe. So happy Ramadan, my friends. All right, Robin, go ahead.
All right. This microphone's way up in my face. All right. So pulling up my laptop here. Let's take a look. We got Bitcoin at 45,000. So Even though it might be a pullback, we're still sitting in a good range. Remember, we had that big area of resistance, which was 44.5. We went all the way down and tested that on April Fools. So basically, Bitcoin was like, nah, April Fools, we ain't going back down. Anyway, so we bounced back. This is a pretty good consolidation. It is slightly lower than it was yesterday, by $1,000 here on the price of Bitcoin, but nothing dramatic. So I wouldn't freak out here. I think this is natural consolidation of a healthy market. So now taking a look at where the rest of the market's kind of also taking some time off as well. Pulling up the crypto bubbles here. So if we look at where we're at for the week, take a look at this. So we still got a lot of green here. GMT's still up. Audio is what is that? Audius? Yeah. And then you got Solana and Ape token down 21%. But anyways, back to the daily here. And so not a lot in the green here. We got Mina up 7.5%. And Waves is down 25%. Isn't there some news in Waves? Didn't they?
I think it's just...
No, they had something happen with Waves. Well, I'll look into it. But either way, something happened with Waves. We'll take a peek at it. But back to the standard market cap list here. We have Ethereum at 34,000. So Ethereum's currently outperforming Bitcoin in the last couple weeks. So I'm excited about that. So I think we're about to get this massive Ethereum run up. 3,400. I think we're going to see a $4,500 Ethereum next month. So yeah, regardless of, as long as Bitcoin can hold support and or growth.
I got your Waves news.
What happened with Waves?
Drama erupts around the Waves blockchain project and trading firm Alameda. Over the weekend, a spat broke out between Sasha Ivanov, which is the founder of Waves, and trading firm Alameda Research. Ivanov is alleging underhand dealings, while Alameda simply implies that it's been taking advantage of high funding rates to make some money. So it's been a controversial proposal within the Waves blockchain. They're trying to get rid of or hurt Alameda Research.
Yeah, I saw. I skimmed over that article, so I knew some, or basically that same info. So.
But it could also be a pullback. I mean, Waves has been on an absolute tear.
I think they were due for a pullback regardless.
And this
so
is kind
of it wasn't like that's just outside the box. Oh, also, by the way, we are now setting our new club limit to 30 people. But who knows? Maybe we'll just give it out today because we're feeling generous and we're not gonna be here all week. But anyways, back to the chart real quick. We got so no huge movement. Everything's kind of where it was on Friday, just down 1% or 2%. That pretty much sums it up. I don't want to waste too much time on this. Although Mina Protocol, man, look at this. Big fan of Mina here. About to crack the $3 mark. CeeLo is also moving. Moonbeam. Moonbeam is
first
moving.
polka dot parachain that launched.
Second one.
Second one, yeah. Akala was the first one.
Yeah. But one of probably their strongest platform as far as community.
I think it's their biggest project, I believe.
But, all right. And then taking a look at the crypto fear and greed index, we are still holding steady at a nice 52, so neutral. Really good spot to be in if you're just looking to accumulate. Obviously, the more in the middle you are here, the more comfortable people are. You don't want too much greed. You don't want too much fear. Both of those create volatility and big swings in the market. So, yeah, great time to be in crypto right now, man. Bitcoin's holding steady. It's, we're not in this, bottomed out bear market thing. And, whether or not we're in a bearish trend, a bear market that isn't seeing 80% dips from all-time highs, it's good. So if this is the bottom of the bear market, hypothetically speaking, we're in a good spot, especially with the crypto fear and greed index just supporting that narrative. Taking a look at the traditional stock markets, NASDAQ up 1.5%. So I could see, when correlation with the NASDAQ, see a big rally in crypto. I think if you get some big news out of the Bitcoin conference, and then you parlay that up with some big moves in the stock markets, I think you're gearing up for some big price movement. So I don't know. Green skies ahead. Or what color of skies are we going? Green, right? Blue.
Purple skies.
Purple. Yeah. I did pull up an interesting article here. So if you've been following the what's going on in Russia, or in Ukraine, excuse me, Russian soldiers, they pulled out of one of the cities that are neighboring Kyiv. And anyways, when the Ukrainian soldiers, or just when they started getting back into the city, they found a lot of civilians that were killed. And regardless of what your narrative is, I think we're all in agreement that your everyday bystanders shouldn't be killed.
Of course not.
Pretty sad. I won't elaborate more on that. There's tons of articles on this, but this does tie into the world economic agenda, at least, or what's going on. So more sanctions are coming. That's what. So there's a big uprising as far as people being vocal and speaking their disdain for what's going on over there. So now we have another round of sanctions coming out. So here, discuss potentially devastating secondary sanctions that would target countries that continue to trade with Russia. So now these are all things that are on the table. Basically, these are things that were been discussed in the past. So instead of we're running out of sanctions as far as the U.S. that goes to Russia. There's only so many things you can sanction before there's nothing else left. So now what's left? Hey, you trade with Russia, we're going to sanction you. So this is problematic for if the U.S. starts sanctioning other countries and affecting them financially because they're trying to do business with Russia, there's a whole host of problems there with that. So also the Biden administration also said could also impose sanctions on sectors of the Russian economy that has not been hit so far, including mining, transportation, areas of Russia's financial sector. The world continues to buy billions and billions of dollars worth of Russian oil and gas, giving the Kremlin a direct financial lifeline. Officials are planning officials stressed that planning was preliminary and there's no decisions to be made on the responses. All I'm saying is that we haven't sanctioned Russia's oil. We don't get a lot of oil from them anyways, but a lot of the oil that goes elsewhere, if we start sanctioning it, it's going to jack up the price because the oil is traded in dollars, and then the entire market's going to go up. So if you're not happy with the price of gas, probably going to get worse. Just saying. We're not going to get too far down the rabbit hole of traditional American economics here, but they are intertwined. Now, on another note, we are going to Miami, so another concerning piece of news I pulled up here, not correlated to Bitcoin. Airlines have canceled hundreds of weekend flights as thunderstorms sweep through Florida. David, are you concerned that our flight is going to get canceled?
Concerned.
Are you?
I don't know if it's going to get canceled, but, I mean, they got to put these people on some flights.
Now, here it says more than 9,000 flights were delayed over the weekend. So,
that's a lot of flights.
So, like we said, we're not going to go live the next 4 days. But if our flight is canceled, we'll be going live tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Vegas time.
Don't count on it, though. Can you imagine going to the airport and then coming back to the studio to film?
All right, that's all I got, bro.
All right. All right. Let's get on to our very first segment of our Monday show, which is our Overreaction Monday. All right, so let's go and pull up my laptop. So big news out of the weekend. U.S. lawmakers introduced a bill targeted at stablecoins. According to the release by Senator Haggerty's office, the newly introduced bill would require stablecoins to be, quote, backed by government securities with maturities less than 12 months or U.S. dollars, And it requires stablecoin issuers to publicly release audited reports of their reserves that are executed by third-party auditors. So our overreaction is this. This new bill is a complete government overreach. Is that an overreaction or is that not an overreaction? Robin, would you like to go first or you want me to go first?
No, you go ahead first.
All right.
I want to know what you think.
So I do not think this is a government overreach, and you might be surprised. I think and this is all Tether's fault. Tether completely fucked this up for everyone. Just right out the gate, and if you watched around the blockchain, Robin made a great point about this. Right out the gate, they were being nefarious. They weren't being truthful. They were kind of hiding. People were asking, well, how much of it is backed by dollars? And they would give you an answer where it doesn't really answer the question. You know, if you ever had that, it's very frustrating. And so that's what's led us down this path. If it was like, hey, it's either stablecoin or a US or a CBDC, I'd be like, this is complete government overreach. But this is one instance where I would agree with the government coming in with some sort of regulation to protect investors, right? You're not telling people how to spend their money. You're not telling people what they can and can't invest in. What you are doing, though, is you're protecting them by saying, if you're going to be a stable coin that claims to be backed 1-to-1 by the dollar, you have to be backed 1-to-1 by the dollar. And you have to prove it, not by your own audits, but we're going to get a publicly traded company or a public company, a third party, to audit your stable coin holdings, your reserves. And we want to see, are you really holding it $1 to one stable coin? So I do not think this is government overreach. So this is definitely, to me, an overreaction. I think it's needed. And we'll see what happens. We'll see. Will Tether step up to the plate? Will they just fade away? What's going to happen? It's going to shake up the stablecoin industry, but in a good way. This is not an overreaction. Robin? I mean, this is an overreaction. My apologies.
It's an overreaction?
It is an overreaction. It is not. So the statement is, the new bill is a complete government overreach. That is an overreaction because it is not a complete government overreach.
This is definitely the opposite of that. It is
not an overreaction?
Not an overreaction. I don't know what side of the fence.
So it is a complete government overreach?
It confuses me on which one overreact. I don't know. Well, either way, all I know is that government, what are y'all doing? Get out of there. What are y'all doing? This is a private industry. What are you going to start fact-checking Apple too? Like, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, they are.
No. The Apple releases their quarterly reports just like every other publicly traded company. And these are publicly traded companies. If you're not publicly traded companies, you do whatever the hell you want. You don't need to go tell the government what you're doing. You just pay your taxes. Why is this industry all of a sudden something radically different? You decide you want to use this product, do your research. If they're clean and they're good, then roll with them.
But how do you know if they're clean and they're good?
It's the same way. Just like when you call your contractor to go build your house or repair your roof, you do a little research. And if you get burned, that's your own dumbass fault, right?
This is going after the Tethers of the world, where they say they're backed one by one, but they're really not.
Tether is fine. Tether's not gonna. Nothing's gonna happen to Tether.
If
you're trading in Tether, if you have money in Tether, you're not going to go bankrupt. Your money's not going to disappear. I'm sorry. Albeit there might be some fractional of a chance. I mean, albeit however small. But, I mean, in this day and age, Tether is pretty much backed by the dollar anyways. And you know what? And this whole, like, regulated by the government needs to be backed by, they're not even mandating that it be backed 1-to-1 by the dollar. They're making it, they're saying it needs to be backed 1-to-1 by how much the dollar's worth. I don't even know how much the dollar's worth anyways. But you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about company, you can have company debt as one form. Like, I don't know. It's just
government securities with maturities less than 12 months.
Exactly. Government securities with maturities.
That part I don't agree with.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, okay, if you're going to regulate it as a government, why don't you just keep it clean and simple? Hey, you want to offer a dollar stable coin, just put $1 in the back end. Here's a crazy equation here. You buy, if you have Bitcoin and you transfer it over to Tether, if If it's a $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, you transfer it over to Tether, the company behind Tether should buy $10,000 worth of dollars on the backside.
But how do you know they're doing that?
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's the same thing with any other freaking company. You just, if they're transparent, they choose to be transparent, which they are. They come out with their own books. Then that's how you do it, man. It's no different than any other company in the world. If you want to, listen to this. If you want the monetary policy to be ripped away from the politicians and be in the private sector, you got to run it like a private sector. It can't be a big hybrid blend thing. Like, no, because then the government's going to control it. That's the whole damn thing. The whole reason we built blockchain, the whole reason Bitcoin is as sexy as it is the fact that the government can't control it. So the more you put the government in control, well, it needs to be back to back. We need to audit this thing, and you can put some of our debt on there as long as it's 12 months old. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's a dollar stablecoin run by a private company. If they choose to be transparent and honest and divulge that information, then good. If they don't, then they're sketchy. Go somewhere else.
There's nothing
wrong. It's the same thing. Like, if Visa is doing hella sketchy shit, you're going to go to MasterCard.
But how do you know they're doing sketchy shit?
Because they're transparent. People speak up.
But if no one's doing audits on them,
what happens when your say your roofing company just screws you over, puts a big ass hole in your roof? Okay, the contractor. You didn't do no research, right? You go on your local news television show, and then you go out and you have the news reporter, and they're like, oh, bad business, blah blah blah, whatever. What did they do? They screwed you over. This is natural recourse for the private sector. And so if Tether starts doing shady crap, or any company starts doing shady crap, people are going to speak up. And it's going to amplify it. And just like we pull up articles where like, oh, this blockchain did this blockchain did this, it's the same thing. You either come correct.
What's the recourse?
The recourse is you lose your business. Your recourse is what happened with all the rug pulls. People go to jail, or your whole platform just shuts down. The private sector figures itself out. It always has. You want to charge $9 for a one-night VHS rental in 2001 when the average salary was $25,000 a year. Go ahead. See how long that business model lasts. You want to go be transparent? You don't want to be transparent? You want to be shady? And you want to offer stable coins and not have it backed up by the dollar, and then have people questioning and people freaking speaking out, people losing money? What's going to happen to your business model? It's going to collapse. And if you're going to go somewhere that is transparent.
How many people are going to lose their money?
But nobody's going to lose their money. You're telling me Tether's going to lose it. People in with Tether, or do you, honestly, here's a question. Do you believe Tether is going to close and people are going to go bankrupt?
No.
Okay. Then why the fuck does the government need to regulate it?
It's about holding them to a standard of, if you say you're going to one-to-one back by the dollar, then prove it.
Exactly.
Prove it.
What's the problem?
So we're just going to request you to be audited. That's what the article says. But if you say you're dollar to dollar, you got to be dollar to dollar or the maturity bonds. And the only way to find out is if there's a third-party audit. We don't want your information because you can fudge the numbers. That's it. That's literally all the thing is. How is that government overreach?
Because it's a private industry, man. It's just like
private industry still has regulations, right? There's still regulations that regulate the private industry. It's the same thing.
They hold people accountable.
Well, that's what they're doing. That's
okay,
what the article is.
Do you think the government should have a government agent inside of the boardroom at Apple when they're discussing?
Of course not.
Okay, then
you're comparing.
Then no, it's the same thing. Why do
they're not sending a government agent
here's the thing.
to the Tether
yes,
headquarters?
Exactly. Here's the thing. Okay, if you wanna like regulate it, you got to have a people in place.
You already have people in place.
That's what I'm saying. Get them the fuck out of there.
They're already there. They're just gonna say, "Hey, Tether, we want you to see your audit report that you got by a third party. Oh, it's back dollar to dollar? Okay, you're good. It's not back dollar to dollar? Why? Here's a fine," or whatever the hell the thing is. They're not going in there and saying how to do their business. They're not going in there and saying, no, you can't offer this to this person. You can only.
I'm telling you,
it's not the same thing.
Like it's the same as like reporting your profit and loss. Like if are you honest? The government's not over there auditing your books every freaking quarter, making sure that your profit and your loss. Like you go out, you put them out, and then you know what? If you fraud people, then there's repercussions.
And what happens if you get audited, Robin?
You don't get audited. It's not IRS here.
But you're using audit. You say
I'm
audit.
saying they don't audit. That's literally what I'm saying. They do not audit.
But this is what they're talking about. They want to audit.
I get that. But I'm saying if you're a publicly traded company, you don't have the government. When the government steps up, when you do illegal and you fraud people. That's when the government does an investigation and they bring up a lawsuit.
But there's still guidelines.
There you go, guidelines.
And this is a guideline. They just want you to prove it, that you're sticking to the guideline.
I'm telling you, prove it. And then the next thing you know, you're going to be proving stuff on Bitcoin. You're going to be proving stuff with Ethereum.
Totally different. Bitcoin's not saying we're back
This is
dollar
all
to dollar.
blockchain. It's all the same thing. Okay, one is valued at $1. The other one is valued at what the market values it. It's the same thing. It's the same technology. It runs the same way. You want to invite regulators to oversee the freaking how Tether runs. Be careful because they're going to oversee how everything else runs. That's what I'm saying.
You can oversee how Bitcoin's run. That's fine. It's decentralized.
I am here in the crypto space because I want to remove the power from the government. Stay out of my crypto. If I don't feel comfortable with Tether, I'll use USDC. If I don't feel comfortable with USDC, I'll use UST. And so will the rest of the market. The free market will make a decision. They will follow the best course regardless. And you know who's going to push that lead? It's not going to be the people. It's going to be the exchanges. So if you start doing some crappy shit, the exchange, Coinbase, is just going to be like, nah, we ain't taking no chance. They don't even take a chance with XRP and Ripple. They're like, okay, you got some spat going on. We're taking that off. So good luck. If Coinbase, Binance, and all of the players that are holding 60, 70, 80% of the stable coins in their assets, if all of a sudden they're like, there's some news that maybe you're not being honest or whatever it is, or you're not backing it one-to-one, what do you think the exchanges are going to do? They're going to be the first ones to rip it out of there. And then yeah, that's going to kill the market. So you think that you need daddy fucking government here. Remember, UST is not a US-based company. This is worldwide. So you want to have the US, why don't you have China fucking run it? That's what I'm saying. It's a product that lives on the internet. It's not owned by the U.S., and it's not a publicly traded company. Like, let it do its thing, and that's it. The market will resolve it. If you're fucking shady, the exchanges are going to take it out, and it's going to crumble. So it's in their best interest to be transparent and honest and do a good job. It's the basics of running a company. If you want to run a company, you want to be successful in the long term, you need to be ethically bound. And if you're not, your shit is going to fail. And there's been example after example after example. And because there's been examples in the past of one company that failed or two companies that failed in a certain industry, doesn't mean you regulate the entire fucking industry for the simple fact that, well, there's some tether FUD, so let's fucking destroy
what happened in 2008 when the banks and Lehman Brothers went under.
Okay.
They regulated the entire industry.
Yeah, do you want that same regulation in crypto?
Look what
do you want the same regulation?
You can't have the same regulation, and you can't have the same regulation.
Well, this is the first step that goes that direction.
All this is saying is if you say you're dollar to dollar, prove
what
it.
you're saying is that this blockchain in particular that owns a dollar stablecoin should be audited and verified and have be overseen by the government, but yet all the other change, you're cool. Just go ahead. Just because you're not pegged to the dollar, you're cool.
When you say you're pegged dollar to dollar. So you're essentially a spin-off on the US dollar.
Okay, let me ask you a question here. If I live in South Africa and I decide to run a stable coin and I peg it to the dollar, what do you say then? How is the US government supposed to regulate my I don't ask permission from the US government. I just choose to use the dollar stablecoin, just like every single fucking market in the entire world uses the dollar.
Well, that's on the government of South Africa.
It's not on any government. It's an internet protocol. It's decentralized.
If they want to have,
that is why we're here.
If they want to have governance and regular, then that's what they'll do.
So
if they
you're
want
telling
to,
me that every government in the world should regulate every blockchain in their area that has any correlation to a stablecoin.
You literally take what I say and you like string it like 15 different ways. All I said was if you're going to say you're an extension of the US dollar, just prove it. That's it. On the surface level, that's what this article says.
But prove it is a lot more technical than that, bro.
If they go now, if this leads to more regulation that kind of stifles it, then I'll change my mind. But at the surface level, from everything that I read, they just want to audit. You say you're dollar to dollar. We want you to get audited, and that's it.
Okay.
And if you're dollar to dollar, you're fine.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying, and that's not a bad thing.
It is a bad thing.
Not a bad thing. Let us know what you guys think. If you are with Robin on this one, and it's a complete government overreach, put a 1. If you are with me on this one, and you don't think you do not think it's a government overreach, put a 2 in the chat. All right. Let's move on to our next segment, the hot take.
It's hot.
All right, so we're going to cool things down here a little bit.
And by the way,
got a little heated.
Tether is owned by Hong Kong, so they're not even an American-based company.
IOHK.
They're in Hong Kong, so
hella shady.
So I'm just
actually
saying.
Hong Kong wasn't Hong Kong trying to get away from China, like they were trying to split, be their own
They're
thing.
not even the same. They're not even correlated.
Hong Kong and China.
Hong Kong is its own independent country.
That's what I'm saying, but they're in China.
They're not in China.
Well, whatever, man. You get what I'm trying to say.
He's like Cuba and Mexico. Cuba and Mexico.
Listen,
so Cuba's
this is a crypto show. This ain't no geography history, all right?
All the Mexicans in Cuba, I mean, technically they live in Cuba, but they're like, what are you talking about? It's two different areas, bro.
You see who you're talking to? You better be careful, bro. Coin father. You come to me the day before Miami.
Like,
you talk this to me.
He's like, I thought the island of Japan was how did they get to China? Like, it's two different countries, bro.
You excited? You excited for the next 5 days?
No.
Me neither.
I'm not.
All right.
At all.
So, our hot take for today, and we did a community poll.
I hope you don't run into anybody from Hong Kong there. Like, hey,
you're from China, right?
Glad to see you out of China. It's going to go down so fast.
Rob, do we have this Mr. Gallup Nation? Is that
He was here Friday. He was here
Welcome
Friday.
back, Gallup. Also, Tweety Bird, welcome back. Sean, and whoever I missed, I apologize. We love you guys, crypto fam. All right, so we got a fun one for the hot take today. So we're in Miami. We're going to the beach. All right, the hotel we're staying at, they have access to a private beach. What's the proper etiquette wear? Is it a Speedo or board shorts? I'm afraid to do this, but Robin, go first. I fucking know what's coming.
Oh, man.
Don't do it. Don't.
Oh, okay. Let me tell y'all something. You know where I'm from?
Don't say it.
You know your boy speak Portuguese. You know why I speak Portuguese? It's because I'm from Portugal. And the national swimsuit of Portugal, out on the beaches, chest hair out, Speedo out, baby. Let's go, bro. Oh, it's the best way to absorb all the vitamin D sunlight that you can get. Why?
Because vitamin D through your inner thighs is more important than just get out of here, man.
Shorts. That's like really 1980s, man. You gotta.
You would wear a Speedo.
Yeah. Man.
God, I do not want to hang out with you.
But no, not the Speedo that you're thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the Speedo with like the thick pieces on the ends. You know what I'm talking about? Almost like boy shorts, I guess, would be my closest thing. Maybe you would probably something you would wear. But anyways, you got the thick straps on the side.
All right, so pick one. Which one would you wear?
Oh yeah, see
this one?
Yeah, no, number 2, man. Number 2's good. I mean, those are all sexy, man. I'm telling you, man. Those are good looks right there. Yeah, no, see that one's too.
What about the fruit one, the pineapple?
No, definitely not the pineapple one. But yeah, no.
What about this one?
The Pikachu.
What has this show come to? What the hell has this show come to?
Oh man. All right.
This one?
All right, enough of that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like those. Those are clean, man. Those are like modern and whatnot. Like, I see, I could be.
All right, so if you go to the beach, I'm not going with
that's
you.
what I'm wearing right
Okay,
there,
all right,
bro.
yeah.
I'm wearing
And,
that
looks
right
like you
there.
go to the beach
and
yourself.
anyways, man, you
Okay.
know,
You could take the.
your boy,
you
your
could
boy
take
gonna
it
be looking sweet.
Yeah, okay.
Your
Whatever
boy-
you say.
Boy gonna be
You
looking
what?
sweet.
I
We
knew
out on
you
the
were
beach.
going there. I just knew it. I knew it. I've known you for a
Look,
long
man,
time.
you know, the times have changed, okay? You remember back in the day when everyone was wearing those like super baggy jeans, like those Jinkos? Like, it was a bad look. But at the time, everybody was feeling it. Same way with these
Did you ever wear
with
tall
the
tees?
board shorts.
You ever wear tall tees?
Uh-uh.
I used to wear tall tees. I looked so bad.
So let me guess.
It
You
was
going board shorts?
Hell yeah, I'm on board shorts. I ain't trying to have my entire package out there. There's kids at the beach. The hell's wrong with you, man? There's children. And children are very
In
curious.
case y'all are wondering, if you're new here, I think Saif is new.
No, he's been here.
Oh, has he?
Saif
Okay,
Mahi
anyway.
Mahi's back.
So, yeah, I know this isn't cryptocurrency, but we're going to Miami for the Bitcoin conference. So we're just trying to figure out what professional attire to wear at the beach. So we got our own private beach out there. On
We
our,
do, yeah.
At our little at our place that we're
resort,
staying.
yeah. And like I said, you going to the beach, bro? You going by yourself? Because I ain't trying to go down there and have old Robin over here in his dingleberry suit.
Hey, man.
Let's see what the community thinks.
I'm gonna be fighting the girls off like the crabs,
Yeah.
like strolling up on
Yeah,
the beach.
so many
you know?
girls are gonna be like, "Oh my God, who's this 5'10" skinny guy that has no muscles wearing a
Dude,
speedo?
you know
It's got
what?
hair
You know,
coming
one
out of
time
his
I was at the
speedo."
beach and there was this crab, and this thing kept eating all my combos. Bro. You know those pretzel combos? I had them like sitting in the bag, but it was like, you know, my bag was like 15 feet away from me, and the sand was hot, so I didn't want to go run over there. But you know, the bag was open, and I see this crab walk up. He's like, he just
What kind of noise
grabs
they
a
make?
combo and
What
he's
was it
like-
saying? What was it saying? What was the crab saying?
yeah, you know how crabs.
What does an
Oh,
avalanche
you want to
sound
hear
like?
a funny story? Hey, let's do a quick story. Well, hold on. What do you got here? What do you
right,
got
community.
Here?
Let's do the community.
Okay, there's actually 11% of the people. voted
Yeah,
Speedo.
but a resounding 90% said board shorts. Thank you guys so much.
So here, I got a good story for you. You ready?
All right, here we
Ready
go.
for this one? All right, let's go. I got. This is a good one. This is a funny story. Happened over the weekend. Oh man. So you know, I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man nowadays. Okay, so got a lot on my plate.
Yeah, you know how I know he's not lying is because it takes him 5 to 7 business days to return a text message.
So I got a lot on my plate, and so, anyways, I haven't had too much time to go hang out at my parents' house, and so I go over. I'm hanging out with my mom, and you know I haven't been there in like maybe 2 months, maybe a month and a half. I don't know. Anyways,
You're a terrible son.
they got this cat over there, right? And this cat, I never see him. And my parents tell me they have a cat.
That was the picture. Was that the picture?
So hold on.
Oh my
hold on.
God.
So they tell me, they're like, oh, there's this cat, and I see it like run by every once in a while, and I'm like, huh. I'm like, what's up with this cat? I'm like, you know, I like cats. You know, I'll pet some cats, whatever. And anyways, so I can never see the cat. And then I'm sitting there in a chair, and I look over, and there's a cat, bro.
Hold on.
Pull this picture. Pull this picture. Pull up my laptop.
Oh, I have it on mine too.
Look,
Go ahead.
look. I was like, I look over. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, Jesus. I look at my mom. I'm like, Mom. I'm like, what's up? What the hell is it? What is this cat's name? And she says, I'm like, your cat's
Larry.
creeping me the hell out. And then look at this. And then and then I'm like, it's not even standing there on 4 feet. It's on 2. Like, it's got the weirdest look. The ears are pinned back. I was literally scared. I'm like, what in the hell, bro?
Dude.
And I was just like, I ain't never been close to this cat. This thing just
That's a
pulled
cool-looking cat,
It
though,
pulled
man.
up on me like a shadow, bro. Like you
Are
do.
you
when I'm like,
are you a cat person or a dog person?
I like cats, man.
But what would you pick?
But this is a creepy. I was like, Ma. I was like, you can't scare me, man. Like,
Shit. I'm curious. Are you guys
you see my dad's suit of armor here?
yeah, what is that?
It's a suit of
Is
armor.
that like World War One?
Yeah.
I'm curious, Crypto fam, are you a dog person or are you a cat person? I'm personally a dog person. Nothing against cats. I'm slightly allergic to cats, and cats are just like hit and miss. You get ones that are really chill and want to hang out. You get ones that are rude as fuck that just feed me, let me go take my piss and shit, and that's it. Leave me alone. And so I'm definitely a dog person. Robin's a kangaroo person, and then Rocco, what are you? You dog or cat?
Actually, I'm a turtle. I like turtle.
You're a
Okay, that
turtle.
wasn't an option, but okay.
Dang.
It's okay.
Some people just can't follow direction.
No, I got a bird. I got a bird named Larry. In case you didn't know.
Yeah. All right. So that's why that picture. I was like, Robin, what the hell is this cat? He goes, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. There we are. All right. We are done with our hot take, my friends. We are moving on to our very next segment where we keep you up to date on everything going on in the crypto world. Our talking points. Got a lot of cat people so far. All right. So the first article is actually a video. So this is the OG Ice Cube from NWA. Also, he is the founder of the Big Three Basketball League, which is essentially 3-on-3 basketball, half court. And they are looking at crypto and NFTs to revolutionize the way you can buy and own a team. So we're going to go ahead and play the video. And then I'm just going to scroll to the 2-minute, 20-second mark, and then we'll go from there, okay? I'm sure there's going to be an ad, of course. Cat, got a couple dogs.
Where
It's decentralizing
it's shown in 43, 44 countries, and it's just growing and growing every year.
And now Big Three is decentralizing team ownership via NFTs. How did this idea even come to be?
Well, what's great about the Big Three is, we don't have team owners yet. It's like a NASCAR or UFC, where all the teams are owned by the league. And we knew at some point we would get to a point where we started to sell teams, and then the NFT blockchain revolution hit, so to speak. And we was like, yo, do we want just, some fat cats coming around buying teams that we got to deal with, or this is a great way for the fans to be owners. And so, it's a no-brainer for me. I'm all about changing the game, shifting the paradigm. And so, to be able to get fans as owners and also investors, people who do this, but it's a reasonable endeavor. To own an NBA team, you got to be a billionaire. To own an NFL team, you got to be a trillionaire. So it's kind of crazy, But hey, we had a moment in time where, if you got a little money in your pocket, you can actually be an owner. And what's good about the Big Three is we're going to treat you like an owner. And so it's just, it's the perfect combination. It's kind of like peanut butter and jelly right now between the Big Three and what we see, in the future with this NFT, with these drops where you can buy teams.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And so if you buy into one of
So I think this is dope. You are literally you're dropping the barrier of entry to owning a professional sports team by offering it up as an NFT. And by doing that with the NFT, you're able to, to obviously confirm that someone has it. It can be sold easily. Unlike if you want to sell a portion of your share in a NBA team or sell your whole NBA team, you got to go through this process and this, and this. You can just like a regular NFT, if the value of that team goes up, you can sell it like that and get money in your account right away. And what he's talking about, treating people like owners. You hear stories about minority owners in the NBA, the NFL. They can't even get free tickets to watch the game of the team that they have ownership in. How terrible is that? I think this is amazing for marketing for the Big Three. I think it's going to get people to rally behind the entire league, and it's going to put them on the map. The Ice Cube, one of the smartest moves anyone has ever made, in my personal opinion. I think this is absolutely amazing. Robin, what are your thoughts?
You said it's one of the smartest moves ever made by any person?
Well, in the
history
sports,
of time,
in the sports,
the
in the
invention of electricity
let me
was dwarfed.
Let me clarify.
Was dwarfed by
let me clarify.
Ice
In
Cube's inception
in the
of
sports
NFT
world.
fractionalized ownership of the big three team that nobody's ever seen a game
All right,
of.
give your take on it, man. God, you know what I meant in the sports world. Jesus. Let me guess. You're gonna say this is dumb.
Nah, you know what? It's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
You know, it's cool. It's basically just crowdfunding with, NFTs essentially. And I would be a little careful though, because, if you have basically divvied up the ownership of a franchise in the form of NFTs, you can never go publicly traded, because if you did, that would be deemed as securities. So I'm sure there'd be some kind of way around it, maybe, but just something to think about. But most sports franchises are not publicly traded companies, so that should be okay. But yeah, no, it's cool.
Would you buy an NFT and own part of the big three or one of the teams?
No, man.
Why?
Okay, here's the thing. The concept is cool, but it's not. It's a lackluster league to me. I mean, you have the NBA.
It ain't no NBA.
You got
but
the NBA. Why? It's fun. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have it. I think the XFL brings value. I think the big three do. I'm just saying for myself personally, I don't look at it as a amazing financial venture, in my opinion. I just don't see the space growing. I'd rather put that money in Bitcoin. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. Like, is it worth my investment versus Bitcoin? Because everything I'm putting in is going to Bitcoin, or if I think another asset, like if I think Ethereum in the short to midterm is going to outperform Bitcoin. I think Ethereum going to get to $10,000 before Bitcoin gets to $100,000. That's my personal opinion. So I think there's more gains to be made there. So for me, that's the way I look at it. Now, do I look at a big three NBA new franchise tokenized NFTs for ownerships in the team as a better hedge against Bitcoin? No. So if that's your question, that's my answer there.
It wasn't my question, but okay.
It's cool. I mean, I like the idea. I could see that happening in other places. I think obviously, just like you had the adoption of Bitcoin in El Salvador, it's a tiny country with a very small population. You have to start with the little fish. You got to start with the smaller organizations and the smaller companies. So I could see this NFT fractionalization of ownership moving beyond the sports realm and beyond something like this and going into other places. Like, you want to start up a car wash or something, and you need to raise capital to have the automated, sponges or whatever that comes spinning down. That crap costs a lot of money, and for you to launch that, if you have a community that's behind you, they like you as a person, maybe you can raise capital and give out equity in that form, and do it all through NFTs instead of some third party person that's gonna fee you to death. So
the blockchain, baby. All right, we're moving on. We're going down. No, we're not going there yet. Oh, we are. We're going down under. Australia, Aussie convenience store giant to accept crypto at 170 outlets. Convenience store and gas station giant On the Run, also known as OTR, will soon accept crypto payments at our 170 outlets across South Australia and Victoria. The move will allow customers to pay for gas, snacks, and even a Subway footlong in over 30 cryptocurrencies. So not just Bitcoin and ETH. I'm assuming SHIB is in there, Doge is in there, Litecoin, useless. OTR's parent company, the Peregrine Corporation, which is one of the largest privately owned companies in South Australia, will also be accepting crypto at its Subway, Oporto, and Smokemart stores. The company is working with Singapore-based crypto exchange Crypto.com to implement its pay merchant service as its payment settlement layer. This is a quote from Yasser Shaheen, which is the executive chairman of Peregrines. The growth in mainstream acceptance of cryptocurrency adoption in Australia and the rest of the world has been phenomenal and has offered up a clear opportunity to tap into the momentum of this fast-growing space for the benefit of our customers. Robin, what are your thoughts on this news?
It's absolutely huge.
What? Is that supposed to be an Australian accent?
Yeah, I got no accents.
Terrible.
I'm terrible.
Leave
But
the accents to me, my friend.
yeah, I'm sorry. But no, it's pretty big, man. I mean, you think about it. You have a chain with over 170 locations adopting Bitcoin. But you know what's really big is that just how many people are just transacting daily. You know where I first started using the tap payments? You know, the Apple tap payments on the phone.
Yeah.
It was at gas stations.
Right.
That was, before you go, when you're at like, Best Buy or you're at one of these big retail spaces, the first thing you're reaching for is that credit card. You're opening up your wallet, you're reaching for a credit card. But when you're at the gas station, people are taking way too long to decide what cigarettes they want to get in front of you. You're over here reading all the signs, and you're like, and you see over there, you're like, tap payment. Anyways, I'm just saying that for adoption purposes, for getting in front of the everyday person that is transacting constantly, and where do they transact the most at? Your local gas station. You grab your snacks, your beer, you get your soda, and every time you go to checkout, now you have the option of paying in Bitcoin, or at least in this area of Australia. So yeah, I mean nothing over the top huge, like, it's not going to pump the price of Bitcoin, obviously, but it just speaks for where the place is going, the market in general.
Yeah, I mean, Australia is not the biggest country, but they are a country, and this company that is doing this is the largest in South Australia. So, like Robin said, you got to start somewhere. Might as well start down under. All right, that's all I got for this one. We're moving on. Inverse finance hack results in a $15.6 million worth of losses. Inverse Finance, which is an open source protocol for lending and borrowing that runs on top of the Ethereum blockchain, kind of like, think Aave, has suffered a $15.6 million hack, according to an announcement that was made on April 2nd. The team says that the hack was not related to the protocol smart contract. The attacker was able to artificially inflate the price of the INV token by taking advantage of an Oracle manipulation bug. This allowed them to borrow millions in various tokens, including wrapped Bitcoin and Yearn Finance, on its Anchor money market. Most of the stolen funds have already been laundered with the help of Tornado Cash, which will make it difficult for the authorities to track down the ill-gotten tokens. So, Robin, what's your initial thoughts on this, man? I'm curious.
It's another example of shady coding. Probably, I don't know too much about inverse finance, but I'm just generalizing.
They're like an Aave.
I know what they are. I just don't know. I haven't done deep dive into them. I don't know anything about their founding team. I don't know anything about their roadmap. I don't know anything about their ICO. But I'm just under the assumption that they probably in that group of one of many, because so many new projects out there that do the same thing that the other bigger projects do. They just give you better returns, right? And you could go to Aave, which is the strongest in the sector, and you're probably going to get better returns from smaller protocols like inverse finance.
But what are you trading? You're trading better.
That's what I'm saying. You're getting. It's the term is blanketed across life. It's across cryptocurrency. High risk, high reward. Or high reward, high risk, whichever way you want to flip that. And so
literally the same thing.
If the least risky with probably the least reward, at least in the comparable short term, would be Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
And then as you go down the list of projects of cryptocurrency, you get more risky and more risky. And so, and I was talking to David the other day about this as well. And when you get into smaller projects, you're not getting the best pick of engineers, of the people that write the code,
unless and this doesn't happen very often, but unless one person from the team is like someone who's launching the project is a really good developer, which rarely happens. But
yeah, but generally speaking, and it's just the same for any business organization. And I always go back to it. Apple products do not fail, right? Your MacBook does not all of a sudden get malware. It does happen very rarely, but generally speaking, you don't get viruses and malware, and you don't get you don't get all these buggy iPhones. Like it works. But why does it work? Because they can go out and hire all the best engineers and all the best tech, and they can scoop all these people up. And then if you got this Boost Mobile telephone, then at that point, what's up, David? Why are you looking at me like that? It's like looking at me like he's in love. Got somebody new in the chat, I guess.
I know that's why I put Hola Lodi.
Back on the subject of cats. We got Cat XD. Hola! Welcome, Sin City Crypto.
I was looking at you because I saw you look down. I was like, did he see the comment I put in there?
But anyways, yeah. Smaller projects, you're going to have less developers. Remember, the space for people that can write cryptographic programming, especially in blockchain format, that are familiar with the coding language, they're in high demand. So when you go to a smaller project, you either got fired from other places, you weren't good enough to make it there, because if you got skills and you know what you're doing, all the big chains, Chainlink, Ethereum, the Binance, the Aave, all of those people will hire you, and they'll overpay you. And there's no reason for these amazing engineers to go to another project unless one of their buddies convinces them to go down there. So
not to mention, but you got to think, like ETH, Cardano, Polkadot, they probably have scooped up all the top ones, and they have the deep pockets.
that's what I literally just said.
That's what you just said?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Like twice over. And he's
Well, third time's a charm.
And then his
Third time's a charm. You know what?
His rebuttal is
people don't listen to you sometimes, and I just have to hammer the point down.
The people that don't listen to me is sitting right next to me. The chat is listening to me. The worst part is that I literally said everything he said, and then his opening statement was, not to mention. Like, no, actually, I did mention David. I did.
You did? Okay. My bad. I'm just saying, some things are worth saying 3 times.
Sometimes I'm just curious that we're in a room that's soundproof and quiet, and it's just me and him, and somehow he still doesn't hear this thing.
You have 0 room to talk.
I have plenty of room. There's plenty of room in here.
Yeah, but on this subject, 0.
I talk and I hear.
Big fat 0. 0, 0, 0. All right. This is why it's important. Don't
pay attention to your
Don't chase after the big gains. Don't see a 70% return.
Or just allocate what you're willing to lose.
Not only that, but just know. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Or if it's not too good to be true, then you're taking a lot of risk. So, all right, let's move on. Bank of England. So we're doing back-to-back on these ones. Bank of England head says crypto is, quote, the new front line for criminal scams. The English people seem to amaze me every single day. Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey has taken a jab at cryptocurrencies, claiming that they are a, quote, front line for scams during his speech at the Stop Scams Conference. Stop Scams Conference.
You know what's funny is that the
Hosted
article literally before this was about
Don't ruin it because we're getting
scams. No, I'm saying the one
article, yes.
not scam,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's just a failure of the protocol and loss of money. And yeah, actually, I guess somebody did get scammed. So
Now, Bailey, who was appointed as the governor of the Bank of England in December 2019, is known as a staunch critic of the cryptocurrency industry. In 2017, and when he was still the head of the Financial Conduct Authority, Bailey cautioned investors that they could end up losing all their money since very little was known about what actually influences the price of leading cryptocurrencies. In 2020, Bailey said that Bitcoin had no connection to money, slamming the largest cryptocurrency as highly risky. And last year, the head of the British Central Bank predicted that the existing cryptocurrency would not stand the test of time, claiming that a lasting digital currency. That's it.
I do want to say, pull up my laptop real quick. Cat XD. This is my mom's cat over here. Cat XD. This is my mom's cat. Hella creepy. And I don't know his name. And it hides and attacks me at randomly. Anyways.
So here's what I was trying to type in the chat when Robin was talking. I wasn't paying attention. I was just trying to tell our new crypto fan member, Kat, make sure for the bell notifications because our streaming schedule this week is going to be off. So we're going to randomly go in live. So
we got a lot more people in here than we first went live. Today's our only live show this week.
yes.
Unless we go randomly live. But even if we go randomly live, we'll set it up so that way we got the thumbnail going live. So you should get the push notification. So, who knows?
Either way, make sure you put your notifications on because you never know. We might be in front of Nayib Bukele and we just go live. Bam. You got the president of El Salvador on our channel.
We're going to pull up on Nayib Bukele just like my mom's cat did on me.
And just don't call him Nair. It's Naib. Right? All right. So now the next article, interesting enough, we're back to the UK, but this time, literally an article later, their tone is completely different. The UK government lays out plans to become crypto asset technology hub. Well, how things have changed in 10 seconds. Today, the UK announced plans to become a global crypto asset technology hub. It's my ambition to make the UK a global hub for crypto asset technology, and the measures we've outlined today will help to ensure firms can invest, innovate, and scale up in this country, the UK Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, said. So one word of advice. If you want to be the technology hub for crypto assets, maybe stop creating FUD around the crypto markets. Yeah, that would kind of be like my first thing that I think about, but I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I am wrong on a lot of things, but on this one, I got a pretty good feeling that if you just maybe, instead of highlighting the negative things, maybe you highlight all the good things about crypto, you can get where you want to get to. Moving on to the article, these moves include stablecoins being, quote, brought within regulation so as to have them used in the UK as a recognized form of payment. Additional measures include the government working with the Royal Mint, which produces the UK's coins, to establish an NFT that will act as an emblem of the forward-looking approach the government intends to take. And then one more thing I want to read here. We want to see the business of tomorrow and the jobs they create here in the UK. And by regulating effectively, we can give them the confidence they need to think and invest long term. So, Big Rob,
What's up?
what are you? What's up with this flip flopping going on here, my dude? What's UK doing?
You got to remember that there's more than just one person that represents a country. And so legislation gets proposed, passed, denied, brought up in front of Congress, and these all involve different parties that have different stances when it comes to crypto. So if you look here in the U.S., you could, on the outside looking in, you can be like, well, Elizabeth Warren doesn't like crypto, but this guy likes crypto. It's just, if you put 1,000 people in a room and you're like, who likes crypto here? You're going to get a bunch of hands up. And then you ask a question, who thinks crypto is bad for the government? You're going to see the hands too. So,
yeah, but to me, it's like this is
a group of people that run the country. The
head of the bank versus the head of the treasury or whatever this guy is, the chancellor, and the exchequer. What is an exchequer? You know what that is?
Esthetician?
No, my wife is actually an esthetician. I'm curious. What is an exchequer?
Exchequer. Exchequer.
Okay, so it's a royal or national treasury, an important source of revenue of the sultan's. Okay. Exchequer. Exchequer. Okay. All right. Learn something new every day. All right. You got anything else to add to this one, Rob, before we move on?
No. I mean, it's...
Olga said open the club, but club limit has now been elevated. You know what?
We can still open up the club at 21.
Let's go 25.
No. We open up the club at 21.
You can't say 30 and then go
We'll
back.
change it. We'll change it next week. You know, here, let's open up the club. We had 21 viewers. If you're not familiar, when we get to 21 viewers, we open up the club and we have a Vegas party and we give out that straight cash. Hold up, baby. Let's go.
You gotta get rid of the hat down thing, man.
Hey, by the way, we have a link at the top of the chat there, and it takes you right to our contest. So
because Robin, because we're not gonna be live streaming on our regular time, why don't we give out $50 today?
$50.
Should we do 50, 25, 25 to 2 winners, or 50 to 1 winner?
It keeps it simple for us if we get 50 to 1 winner.
But I feel like we gotta spread the love a little bit, right? What do you think?
Why are you asking me if you
Chat, put a 1 if you want us to give $50 to 1 winner. Put a 2 if you want us to split that up, 25 to 2 winners. Let us know what you guys want.
And anyways, all you got to do is click the link at the top of the chat. If it's not there for some reason, you can click the description, and it'll be under Crypto Daily Open the Club giveaway. So there you go.
My said, David, smile.
That's right.
All right. While the chat is letting us know what they would like to do.
What was the numbers? Again, 1 is what?
Put a 1 if you want 1 person to win 50. Put a 2 if you want 2 people to win 25. So pretty simple. See, our community, they're giving people. They want to share the love.
See, if it was me, I'd be 1 all day. You want to know why?
Because
your boy got straight luck.
You're
out here in Vegas, one time I rolled 77 sevens
in
a row at the craps table. I'm just
you
saying
didn't.
that.
Oh, a lot of people are saying 1. Okay, 1.
Oh, damn.
We got a new person, R.A. Daniel.
R.A. Daniel.
We'll call him Rad. R-A-D? Rad.
Okay.
Like you rad, man.
Rad. You know, there's a crypto protocol called Rad.
There is?
Yeah. I think it's like Radical or something.
Ratify.
Ratify.
Ridiculous. All right, go ahead. Give him an hola, Rob, so we can...
Oh, Rad. Hola! Welcome, Sin City Crypto. Home of the most entertaining cryptocurrency channel out there in all of the crypto universe. And you see the guns?
Rocco, will you do a tally of the chat and then while I read this article?
Yes, that'd be great. So that way David doesn't ignore me when I'm talking.
And my mom is calling me.
Your mom's calling you? You should answer. Please answer the phone on air.
I can't.
Please.
She's going to talk Armenian.
Like, put a 5 in the chat if you want. If
She's
going to
talk Armenian.
David
You guys
to
are going to
answer
have
his
zero
mom's phone
idea.
call on live air.
Flamingo and Spencer says
Davey
1.
Poo Poo. Davey Poo Poo.
That's not how she talks to you, idiot. You're such a dumbass, man. Davey Poo Poo. Is that how your parents talked to you when you were little? Ooh, Robbie Poo Poo. Probably because you were shit. They're like, oh, this is a big turd, lump of turd. All right. Let's go on to our next article. April Fool's joke. Ethereum creator Vitalik Buterin defends Bitcoin maximalism in new blog post. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin is passionately defending Bitcoin maximalism, which may or may not be an April Fool's Day joke. And he said a lot of good things in here. So I'm going to go ahead and read these 2 paragraphs straight from Mr. Vitalik Buterin's mouth. What other application has anywhere close to that level of actual real adoption today? Perhaps the closest is ENS, which is the Ethereum name service. DAOs are real and growing, but today far too many of them are appealing to wealthy, rich country people whose main interest is having fun and using cartoon character profiles to satisfy their first world need for self-expression and not build schools and hospitals and solve other real-world problems. He goes on to say, thus, we can see the 2 sides pretty clearly. Team Blockchain, privileged people in wealthy countries who love to virtue signal about, quote, moving beyond money and capitalism and can't help being excited about decentralized governance experimentation as a hobby. And Team Bitcoin, a highly diverse group of both rich and poor people in many countries around the world, including the global south, who are actually using the capitalist tool of free self-sovereign money to provide real value to human beings today. The ETH founder also points out that Bitcoin developers have allocated a significantly smaller portion of Bitcoin's overall supply to themselves compared to other crypto markets. What does that chart look like? Well, here you go. Will you take my face away? So this Robin's face. No, definitely take Robin's face. So this is so on the left here you have what % of the total tokens is owned by insiders and the foundation. And on the bottom is the date. So you have Bitcoin at almost 0%. Some of the highest include CeeLo, Polkadot, Stacks, ICP, Solana. Cardano is one of the lower ones. Ethereum is one of the lower ones. Tezos, Cosmos. So you can kind of see which ones the greedy ones are. So with that being said, Robin, I'm going to send it over to you first. What are your thoughts on this?
Bitcoin's king, baby. Simple as that.
BTK, Bitcoin King.
Bitcoin is king. And just to solidify that, we're going to Bitcoin Miami. And no, you know what? Even Vitalik was
such an impressive person.
He was a huge homer when it came for Bitcoin. And the only thing was he is an extremely smart man. He sees a possibility with Bitcoin, or as far as blockchain was concerned, and not just to move the asset around on blockchain like Bitcoin does right now, but the fact that you can you can have smart contracts and you can execute very complex transactions and have DeFi. You can have it all done on blockchain, and doesn't waver away from his love for the technology. And so if you've ever watched any of the interviews for Vitalik, never once will he ever throw any shade at Bitcoin.
Never.
And that's can be easily said differently for a lot of other people. They can always get into that energy FUD and all that stuff. But dude's always been a homer. So I don't think this is April Fool's. I think he truly loves Bitcoin for what it is. And you know what? He saw that it's not exactly scalable for metadata and smart contracts. So if you want to do extra things with Bitcoin, it's difficult. So that's why he created Ethereum. But I don't think he lost any of the love for Bitcoin himself. So
I agree. I mean, everything is identical as far as, the consensus and everything they do. Obviously, you have smart contract capabilities. But like Robin said, Vitalik's a big Bitcoin fan. How can you not be? If you are a crypto purist, how can you hate on Bitcoin? You can't.
You know what else I'm a purist of?
No, please.
So I wanted to show, because I feel like it's a lighthearted show today. So I want to introduce the channel to my bird, my number one companion here, Larry. There he is. Look at Larry hanging out on my shoulder. Little Quaker parrot. You see this guy? Oh man,
don't be fooled. He's
look at him. Like this is him. This is him eating a Dorito. Yeah.
A whole chip.
He got a whole Cool Ranch Dorito there, bro. A whole damn thing. You like that bathtub installed right there? Hey, look, and then one last one, and then we'll get back to the cryptocurrency. But this is Larry taking a bath. Look at him. Look at him. He over here like
he got better dance moves than you do.
He in the bathtub.
Is that how they take a bath?
Around. Yeah.
Let me go and do this. Do the Harlem Shake.
Yo, he will only take a bath if I fill it up with hot water. If it ain't hot, he won't get in there.
Well, who the hell wants to take a cold bath?
So, anyways, what he does is he stands on his bathtub and he starts flapping his wings and making a bunch of noise, and then that's how I know. That's how I know he wants to take a bath. Yeah, that's all I got.
Just in case you guys were curious on how birds take baths, 'cause I know I was.
You never seen a bird like splashing around in the after it rains or whatever? No. It's the same thing, smaller version.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on. We have one, possibly two more articles to talk about. So, first one, Cardano is going mainstream with stellar growth as Snoop Diggity Dogg readies to issue Cardano NFTs. Snoop Dogg is going all the way in his crypto journey with the latest move to launch NFT collectibles on Cardano. The collaboration includes top NFT artist Champ Medici and will offer the holder rare access to the artist's unreleased songs and other limited insignia. The post has been given the seal of approval by both Hoskinson and Snoop Dogg. The NFT project mentioned in the video, Claymations, is set to launch on the 5th of April, tomorrow, and prides itself on being original handmade clay NFTs.
A question. Do you remember the celebrity fights they used to have on MTV?
Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Celebrity Deathmatch. Oh, man. What a great show that was.
Yeah.
That was amazing, man.
What's up, Alina?
Leaning back up in the house.
Sir, babe.
But no, you know, Snoop Dogg is really branching out, man.
He's big into the metaverse.
He's like the Gordon Ramsay of restaurants. You know, every time you turn around, there's another Gordon Ramsay restaurant, or Wolfgang Puck, or Emerald. Emerald's the big one. Every time you go to no matter what city you go to, there's 5 Emerald restaurants there. And I feel it the same way every time you turn around. There's another NFT with Snoop Dogg on it on another blockchain. Like next thing you know, there's the Solana Snoop Dogg. There's the Shiba Inu, Snoop Dogg. You know what? Snoop Dogg is a dog, and so is Shiba Inu dog. So it's only a matter of time before Shiba Inu has a Snoop Inu.
What? I lost brain cells listening to that.
I told you we're keeping it lighthearted today.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. This is our last live stream before we go to Miami. So if you are an industry professional in Miami and we gave you our business card and you're looking at our last show, just know this is who we are.
We bring the knowledge, we bring the entertainment, and we bring the fire, baby.
That's right.
You ain't gonna find no other crypto channel that's doing what we're doing. We're here for
We're
all.
gonna be like, yeah, we're very professional. We cover all kinds of projects, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll check out your content. They're gonna pull up our Monday show.
At least they'll
and
see
be like, you're
at least
talking
they'll
about your
see our,
cat and bird.
At least they'll see our $100,000 studio. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I know we have a lot of people in the chat. If you're new, we mentioned this in the beginning and throughout the show. Make sure you put your bell notifications on. We will be down in Miami. We got the industry pass where all the institutions are going to be there. You're going to have the likes of Michael Saylor, Nayib Bukele, all the big names. You never know who we might run into. And if we decide to go live on the spot in Miami, you're going to want to tune in to watch. And the only way you're going to know when we're going live is if you have the bell notification on. All right. Last article we're going to talk about. Gobble gobble. Turkey seeks $40,000 jail sentences for crypto CEO and officials. A Turkish prosecutor asked for jail sentences as long as 40,564 years for 21 officials of the Istanbul-based Thodex cryptocurrency exchange about a year after it was shut down and its CEO disappeared. Just straight Houdini'd. The indictment accuses the defendants of creating a criminal organization, fraud, and money laundering. Demiroren news agency reported last week, according to Bloomberg, the indictment said total losses at the exchange were about $24 million, but a report in February by Chainalysis estimated losses at $2.6 billion. It's a pretty big discrepancy there.
Well, what I want to know is who's setting the sentences up for this thing? Because
It's terrible, right?
When they're like
The wording
all
is
right,
horrible.
all right, like no, I'm saying not the sentences.
Oh,
the
oh.
sentencing.
I was saying, sometimes when I
The
read these articles,
sentencing, they're like, all right, we could apply.
how about life? How about life in jail?
No,
we got
give him 40,000 years.
Right?
You got a 150-year sentence. I'm like, why don't you do 1,000? And somebody comes up and like, no, 40,000, 40,000 years. That's right. We're throwing down right now. That's what I'm saying, man.
We got a new.
Extra.
These are some long ass names you guys got.
It's extra long.
Extra curious man, take the risk or lose the chance.
That's right. Extra. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Extra like the bubble gum, fresh.
Bro, nobody eats that crap anymore.
Extra, it loses flavor.
We were talking about bubblegum the other day, the bazooka bubblegum. Yeah, me and David. He was like, what you?
Instantaneously.
He was like, he was like, which one's the bazooka bubblegum? I'm like, the one that instantaneously loses its flavor and breaks your tooth at the same time.
At least it comes with a cool cartoon thing, right?
Yeah, they used to give it to you in a bucket.
Yeah. Well, Zombie, what's up, man? Welcome. All right. Make sure you guys click the link at the top of the chat. We pinned it. That is the only way. Rocco, what's the final verdict? Are we doing one winner $50 or two winners 25? All right, one winner will get $50.
Also, the chat had a resounding
Five. I saw that.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So why don't you pick up the phone, call Mama Dukes.
She's gonna talk Armenian. You guys are gonna have zero idea. We got a Vegas local in the chat, by the way. Rad said he is in Vegas. Said he's glad to see us repping LV, the blockchain.
That's right.
That's right, baby. All right, we are done with our talking points. Allow us to move on to
Raiders.
the Raiders.
Vegas,
Vegas,
baby.
Straight ass. I hate the Raiders. We are moving on to our very last segment of our show, the market analysis. All right, let's take a look at the markets. I know Robin went over this in the beginning, but I will cover some different metrics here. So we are currently down a little over 2% total. We are still over $2.1 trillion in market cap. Bitcoin getting to that 44.5 to 45.5 range. It is extremely bullish that it has been holding over and consolidating at this range, not just for one day, for multiple days. And we'll go over the chart here in a second. As far as Bitcoin dominance, you're looking at 40.9%, so down from 43 from about a few weeks ago. ETH dominance is rising, almost at 20%. So almost half of what Bitcoin is. That's phenomenal. Robin looked at the biggest gainers. Let's look at some of the biggest losers. You had Waves, which coupled with the big run-up they had, and then the news that came out that we shared with you. Typically, I would normally have been an 8 to 12% retracement, but now we're seeing a 25%. Zilliqa, same thing, huge run-up. I was looking at their chart. You had like 3 ginormous candles. That is not, you can't sustain that. So you're going to have pullbacks. I don't know why people start freaking out when there is. That's why you take profit. And then Stephen Curry, the GMT, the Stablecoin, that one is down 9%. Theta Fuel, IoTex, and Chili's also down. Now, I want to take a look at this chart. And Rocco, you could take my face away. So this is the top 15 dApps by active users. Number 1 is PancakeSwap. Over the last 30 days, 2.85 million users and over $9 billion in volume over the last 30 days. The next closest one is Magic Eden at 871 million. Sorry, is Trader Joe at 1 billion. But as far as the users, 2.8 million compared to the next biggest one, which is 860,000. What's happening on BNB? And if you look at this little pie chart here, they have about 30% of the number of dApps on the blockchain compared to 31% on Ethereum. And if we go look at the market cap, why the hell is the market cap of Ethereum? What is that? 6 times? 6 times less than that of Ethereum. Why is BNB 6 times less in market cap than Ethereum is? They have the same amount of dApps. They have the same. Binance has been having more volume, and the price is sitting at $438. BNB is extremely undervalued. There is no reason it should be less than half of what Ethereum's market cap is. And so I'm very, very bullish on BNB. Robin, are you bullish on BNB? I mean, look at the metrics, man.
Compared to Ethereum, well, Ethereum.
How does this make sense?
But Ethereum is the software of the future. I don't know if you can say the same thing about BNB. Now, looking at it from a straight numbers, analytics, hey, this one has this many dApps, this one has this many dApps, this one has this many users. You got to think there's so much congestion on Ethereum that people are going to other networks. So when Ethereum upgrades, they're a little bit more scalable. Their fees aren't quite as high. I think you're going to get that big piece of the pie that Ethereum has now. I think it's going to be 70, 80, 90% of the dApps and active users. So right now, yes, people have left. That's why BNB got to where it is. The reason people are using BNB is because they left Ethereum because it wasn't fast enough and it wasn't scaling. And so if you wanted to mint a new token, or if you wanted to do some decentralized finance, or you wanted to move tokens around, you did it on Binance because it was easier, cheaper, and faster. So right now at this moment, yeah, that could be said, but what about next year? That's why I believe in Ethereum long term. I think Ethereum, when it scales, is going to be the king. It already is the king. It's just it's gonna grow by leaps and bounds. It's gonna take off.
And then, like I mentioned, number 2 as far as 30-day volume is Trader Joe, which is the DEX.
But I'm not trying to shun your argument because I do think BNB is undervalued.
It's 100% undervalued.
Now,
do you agree it should be at least 50% of what Ethereum?
No, I don't. I don't think that's where we differ. I think Ethereum should be 4 times what it is right now. That's where I'm getting at. Ethereum should be leaps and bounds ahead because a lot of the users that want to use Ethereum have went to other chains. And when they become more scalable, when they get all of their roadmap executed, you got to remember Vitalik went out on record, what was it, earlier this year, and said that it would probably be 5 to 6 years before Ethereum is in the spot that he wants it to be. Basically, where it's extremely scalable. It's transactions are running fast and smooth, and the fees are minimal. So even with this proof of stake rollout, it's not gonna be a cure all. I know we've argued about that in the past. It's this is just another step of the roadmap, albeit it's a big step. It's going to be probably the biggest fundamental change that Ethereum has had. I mean, you're going from proof of work, you're going from an entirely different concept to proof of stake with DAOs and autonomous organization. Anyways, you're going to a completely different concept now. So fundamentally different, but I think it's going to be way more scalable, a little bit more centralized though. Yeah. Instead of all the validation and all of that coming from the miners, which is dispersed across the world by people sitting in their house with graphics cards, it's now going to be governed by people that have money staked. So.
Yes. Well, with that being said, I want to go over. I just want to look at the BNB chart. Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. See what the technicals are telling us. Now, please remember, technical indicators, technical analysis is never 100%, as is nothing, but it gives us a good indication of where we are headed. Now, this is the one-day chart for BNB, which is the token for Binance. We've been in this downtrend since November of last year. We recently broke above that, but what's more important here is this key level of $430. We have broken above that, we have stayed above that, and we are currently consolidating at that level. This is huge. Now, where do we see a big move coming next? I believe our next target right here is going to be this $500 mark, which we haven't gotten to since on the way up since October of last year. So that's the next key level for BNB. Huge resistance. You can see here, big resistance here. We got rejected, then we overtook it, and then kind of was resistance down here again. But once we're done consolidating, I'd say we retest this here. We go up, and then we're going to see a pullback down to this level, probably see some accumulation. This is what you want to see, you guys. You want to see break above key resistance, come back down, retest it. The whole idea behind retesting is traders want to know that level. Can I trust it to be support? And if you can trust it to be support, think of the sentiment of traders. People trade and make trading decisions based on emotion. So if they know this support level is very strong, they're going to feel comfortable buying at those levels, because they know the odds of it breaking underneath that level and them losing money are very minimal. You want retests, and that's what's happening right now at the $439 range. We will probably see it again at the $500 range, and then after that, who knows? We'll have to come back to that and see what the market conditions are looking like. That's all the TA I want to do today. I feel like everything else is kind of, the charts essentially look the same. But, for BNB, I kind of wanted to show what kind of levels. So what I'm trying to say is, this is not financial advice, but if I was looking at a price target to accumulate BNB, it would be literally right now. It would be at $439. So if you're looking at technicals, from a technical standpoint, you can feel pretty confident it's not going to break underneath. Now, anything can happen. News can break. The crypto markets are very sensitive to news. Anything can happen, so always proceed with caution. Always only invest money you are willing to lose. Robin, got anything to add before we sayonara? I got a lot of packing to do.
Well, we got to give away some
money. Yeah. Let's do the drawing.
All right.
How many entries we got?
I think we got 18.
Okay, perfect.
Let me see here. How many? Yeah, 18 people.
Who will be the winner of $50?
Who didn't sign up for $50 giveaway? If you're
that Andrew Kabbalah, remember Andrew? He won $25, never came back.
Oh, we never even sent him his money because he never gave us his address. Well, you know what? We fixed this idea by doing this link. So if you're not familiar, okay. Anyways, if you're new here and you see a link at the top, and you're like, oh, man, you're trying to lose weight. we don't collect any information. The only thing we use this thing for is so we can get your email. Because it was a damn nightmare to get somebody's email before because you wouldn't let it type in the chat. Anyways.
We do not sell your email, okay?
Yeah, we're not selling it. We're just
Literally, we
literally
just wanna contact
we
you.
pay $50 a month for software to give a link and receive email. So if you know a software that does it cheaper, we would
Yes.
we would encourage that. Anyway,
Broke Yoshi, did you see that? I said I got a lot to pack. He goes, I bet Robin already has a Speedo in his pocket. Robin, empty your pockets right now.
I'm wearing my Speedo right now.
Yeah, never mind. Don't.
All right.
All right, who's going to win? Hold
all
on.
right.
Wait, have you drawn yet?
Rad, no, I haven't drawn it yet.
Rad, hurry up. Let's go.
It's at the top of the link.
Click it real quick. We're going to give you...
Or it's in the description if you don't see it.
Yes.
It's at the top of the chat. If you don't see it there, it's giveaways. All you got to do is just type in your email. That's all.
Yes.
Click the
30
link.
seconds.
Yeah,
30
click the link.
seconds.
What about Miami, man?
Okay, so...
Has anybody been to Miami? If you've been to Miami, let us know where we should go to eat. Yes, because that's the whole reason I ever go out and travel is because I want to go try new restaurants. Because we all know, place you live at, you always go to the same restaurants over and over.
I heard they have a really, really upscale McDonald's down there.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
You know, the chicken nuggies, bro.
Let me tell you something about this guy's dietary habits over here. Let's just say the cornerstone. If you had, you see the side of the cereal box. You got wheat, and then you got your fats. Anyways, the entire bottom level for this guy's fast food, and then on top of it, he's got like sweets,
Shut your ass up.
cereal. Somewhere at the very top of that pyramid is like an apple. And anyways, we're going to be going out to eat. And I've told him many times, I'm like, bro, leave your fucking Applebee's gift cards at home. We are not eating at McDonald's. Like, we're going out to eat the straight, authentic Miami food.
I heard they got a bomb ceviche spot down there.
I'm sure they got more than one.
All right, go ahead. Pull it.
He's good?
He said, he said, go on without me. I don't have my cookies enabled. What do you got against cookies?
I had to make extra curious's application valid because it was invalid. I had to go in and manually change it.
Well, good job, man.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna call you Manny.
If you break our system here, we know where it came from.
Yes, never
All
back.
right.
Never back.
Anyways, let's
Who's the
draw
winner?
some winners here. Loading. Okay, man.
I hope it's a new person. No offense to.
I bet you it'd be Mayad again.
No,
Motherfucker keeps winning
Mayad
over and
wins.
over
We're
again.
dropping it to $25.
All right, we have our winner, Hassan Khan, Carl something. We just see something. Gmail. No, I don't.
What's the
I was about to say his
the email, okay.
and then
All
I was
right.
like, oh, let me not do that. So, anyways, Hassan Khan, you are the proud winner of $50 worth of Bitcoin.
Hell yeah, Hassan! Congratulations.
is-
Hassan hasn't won anything from us yet, so I'm excited.
No,
No, it's first time winning.
Where is Hassan at?
My man Hassan. He was in the chat earlier.
I'm trying to scroll up.
Where's my man at? Anyways, Hassan, we will send you an email from sincitycrypto1@gmail.com. The only thing we will ask you for, we will congratulate you and we will ask you for your Bitcoin address. That is it. So don't give up any other information, just your Bitcoin address. All right. That'll do it for our show today. Thank you guys so much. We are super excited for Miami. Our flight leaves early in the morning. As soon as we get down there, maybe we'll throw something together. Maybe we'll go live for 5 minutes.
So hey, once
There he is, Hassan.
Once again, congrats to you, Hassan. He said dog food, music too loud. Do we got music on right now? No. He's probably talking about. Some places down in Miami. Anyways, so when we're in Miami, once again, we're not live streaming, so today's our last live stream. So I just want to say thank you to all of you. I know you're going to miss us, but please, we will have content while we're down there.
Yes.
Now, I don't think we're going to go live, in my personal opinion.
Never?
My personal opinion, I
Never say
don't believe we'll do a live show. But we will 100% for sure be sending out daily videos. So my idea is that we're going to be doing like Bitcoin day one industry day, and then we're gonna have like a video, maybe a
Gonna be awesome, guys.
5-10 minute video where we're showing the conference, because we know all of you can't go, but we want to share our experience with the viewers and the community. So, and I'm telling you. Your boy, he's a tenacious person. I will be getting some interviews from people.
I will vouch for that. Robin does not give a crap. He will walk up to the president of El Salvador and say, hey.
But I'm not rude. I'm
Mr.
not
Bukele.
rude. I'm not rude. I'm like sneaky, man. I'm
He's
like
going to walk up to Bukele and be like, it's your boy, Big Rob. All right, roll the outro. Let's go. Yeah. On behalf of myself, Robin, and Rocco, we love you guys. To all the newcomers to our channel, welcome to the Crypto Fam.
I'm telling you, what I do, I'm telling you, the Secret Service for Nayib Bukele, they're like the guard dogs. You break into a house, you bring stakes, right?
Okay, story time's over.
You bring stakes and you throw stakes over the wall. You throw stakes over the wall, and the dogs eat the stakes.
Okay, yeah.
And then you break in.
Yeah.
Same with the Secret Service.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So yeah. All right, guys. We love you guys. Put the notifications on. We will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D's turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on the island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, yeah. You say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next, I won't, not so fast. Slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lady. Tryna kiss up, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be